There's more wildlife in the city than you might think if you just look. The southwest monsoon is here in Malaysia and it's very hot. So when rain comes, it's welcome, even if it's a quick light drizzle. I sit outside enjoying the cool relief it brings when I spot it. A tiny bird on a branch in my Eugenia tree. He has rust-colored feathers on his forehead, crown, and around the eyes. The rufous color contrasts strongly with the rest of its body, olive green on the back and creamy white on the underparts. I know his species well as it had once built the most amazing nest in my garden. It's a tailor bird, the Orthotomus. But is it the dark-necked tailor bird, Atrogularius, or the common tailor bird, Sutorius? It does look like he has a dark neck, but the common tailor bird also has dark pigmented skin patches on the sides of the neck, which are visible when it calls. A better way to determine which species he is lies in the absence or presence of a yellow vent, or what I like to call the yellow butt. The dark-necked tailor bird has a yellow vent, while the common does not. So does our little one have it? Nope, looks like he's a common tailor bird. But is he really a he? How can we tell? Telling them apart is not that easy, unlike in some other birds. The male quail, for instance, is black, and the female is brown and heavily spotted and streaked in white and rufous. Both sexes of the tailor birds, however, look almost identical, although males do grow longer central tail feathers during the breeding season. The tailor bird is called a tailor because of the way it constructs its nest. It sews the edges of large leaves, in this case my hydrangea leaves, by piercing and sewing it together using plant fibers, fine grasses, caterpillar cocoons, threads borrowed from discarded human fabric or carpets, silk from cobwebs. This forms a cavity or cradle in which the actual nest is built. This nest was a surprise find and located just a few feet above the ground while we were away. Did the birds abandon this nest because it perceived our presence as a threat to its future family? The tailor bird is usually loud, sometimes sounding like a car alarm, but it's hardly making a sound now. Instead, he's busy drying his wet feathers and preening. He has fallen from one branch onto another. Drying off in this windy weather is tricky. Because their flight is weak, even in perfect conditions, tailor birds instinctually avoid flying in heavy rain, hiding deep within dense vegetation to stay dry. Weighing a mere 6 to 10 grams, water can easily add to this weight and drag the bird down. The rain was quite light, but it did give him a natural rinse. The combination of water and preening loosens and clears away accumulated dirt, dust, and parasites. Raindrops cause feather fibers to separate, so he runs individual feathers through his beak to zip them back together, maintaining a perfect aerodynamic shape. His bill strokes, pulls, and nibbles the feathers from base to tip. He stretches his wings outwards and raises his tail feathers to comb through harder to reach areas, and for the top of his head, he uses his feet to scratch and groom, a movement that looks just like a cat scratching his ear. He reaches back to the base of his tail using his beak to stimulate his preen gland and gathers the specialized oil stored there, preen oil, and coats his plumage, preserving the feathers so the interlocking fibers can restore their natural waterproofing and insulation. Once he's done, he'll be back to being his active, energetic, and loud self.